That is a huge bulb. Hello, we got a great episode for you right now with garlic. It's time to harvest our garlic. So first, Isaiah 61 tells us this: "For as the earth brings forth its sprouts, and as the garden causes what is sown in it to sprout up, so the Lord God will cause righteousness and praise to sprout up before all nations." So behind me is our garlic. We planted our garlic, I believe it was late November last year. I don't remember the exact date. I'm in 6A. You got to be careful on when you plant your garlic. You want to get it in the ground with enough time that it can cold stratify, yet you don't want to put it in too early to where it starts putting down roots and starts developing green growth on top. So if you put it in too early, it can start to grow and it can put on its green leaves, its green foliage, and then just kind of wither away when it gets too cold. If you put it in too late, the soil might not be workable. So you got to find that right time to do it. And for me, last year, I believe it was sometime around hunting season. What we did is we took our garlic from the year before, and I took some of the biggest bulbs I could find, so I had the larger, healthy cloves to stick in the ground. You put them in the ground. And I might dub in some of the video from February, but we had a very warm winter, and on one of the warm days, it was in the 50s in February. Quite saddening for people who love the snowmobile. But in that video, I take a quick glimpse of the garden and I find that we have some real healthy green sprouts growing up. Well, they continue to grow, and we harvested our scapes, and it seems that the garlic is ready quite a bit earlier this year than last year. I'm hoping that we have some really good bulbs. Everything looked really healthy until this point, but I noticed yesterday that we have a lot of browning, and our green leaves from it are just really, they're about 30%, 40% of what it was. So it's time to pull. And it's a really ideal time for us to harvest too, because last week was very wet. We had days and days and days of rain last week. And then it's been dry since Saturday morning, and it's now Tuesday afternoon. So we've had a few days for it to be dry. Imagine the soil's a little bit drier, and that allows this paper to start drying out. So the actual parts of the plant that help harden this clove off so that it can stay and last a long time on the shelf. You don't want to pull it when it's wet. You want to try to pull it when it's a little bit drier. You don't want to pull it when it's been super dry for a long time, because as you know, plants tend to wither. So we had that rain last week that probably made the bulb plump up really well. Now our soil's starting to dry down. I hope to have some great harvests like this. I was blown away earlier this spring how quick it was growing, and this is a hardneck variety, so we have those giant stems. Comparing to last year, I think we have some pretty decent bulbs. I don't know if they're going to be larger than last year's, but we're about to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple and let's see how they look. Beautiful. Not too bad. I went for one of the larger stalks, and you can see it's about the same as last year. So we might have some bulbs that are smaller than last year. We'll have to see. I'm going to pull some more. Wow, this one here is massive. That's what I was hoping to find. You won't find them in the store that big at all. Here's some smaller bulbs, but still very exciting. We have rain coming tomorrow, so I really wanted to get these out of the ground before the rain came. That is a huge bulb. Here's a smaller one, but still pretty satisfying. Even the small ones, about the size of a one you get from a store. This is another really large one. So you don't want to wash these, just let them dry, brush them around on the ground. The soil will come off and they'll dry to a point to where they are ready for the hard neck top to be trimmed, and then they go inside the pantry. So this is only about a third of it. And we got a bunch of garlic bulbs to make some tuic with. Thanks for watching. Help us out. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to our channel. Do whatever you can to drop a comment, that kind of thing, so that our videos get more and more popular. We appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching Isaiah 61 Gardens.